Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, Marvel Mystic Mayhem will be the topic. On today's video it is time we make an updated global tier list. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, your opinions in the comment section below. I really like reading your comments, especially about the tier list. So if you are disagreeing with something, please, I encourage you, put it in the comment section below. Okay, let me start. So first of all, Iron Man. Iron Man, until today, I always put him in the S tier, but now when I'm in like endgame, his value is just increasing, especially for the future, when potentially we get some crazy support for the physical damage dealers. But even now, we can buff his damage without any problem, like Captain America, like Invisible Woman, etc. His value definitely increased, and he has insane AoE ultimates and skills. That together will help you tremendously against Nightfall and many other game modes, because he can use many AoE attacks that are doing significant damage. So he goes now into God tier. Scarlet Witch also goes easy in the God tier. She does like probably the craziest damage in the game, I would say. I'm not sure for 100%, but she's definitely there. With two skills, one is buffing her crit rate. Then you have the skill, single target skill, which is doing massive damages, and then AoE ultimate with massive damages. What else to say? Thor can easily go in the God tier. I use him frequently, so he self buffs tremendously. Plus, if you're using other characters that can buff him furthermore, and has a really good AoE dash skill damage, and as well huge ultimate range and ultimate damage. You just need to use him properly, buff him properly, and trust me, he's gonna destroy. Spider-Man can go in the A tier. He's one of those units that needs higher investment to work, but definitely you're gonna see him in those high rankings. Probably whales are using him more, or people who got lucky and get multiple copies. But overall, he can do he can do really good damage. And as well, what is his main focus? His main focus is this part. Moves to the target location and reduces the mana cost of Spider-Man and his adjacent allies' next skill by 1. That helps you out a lot, so you do the attacks faster, and as well he's reducing the speed of opponents and does a really good damage with the ultimate. Nothing higher than A tier in my books. Previously he was like B, but yeah, definitely A tier for sure. Armor can go in the S tier. She's not a God tier, but I use her. She can taunt, crazy tank, solid damage, help you tremendously with survivability, and yeah, amazing unit, definitely S tier. Doctor Strange. As you notice, I'm not opening now every single character to explain again the kit. We've done it multiple times. I will only do this for Fantastic Four characters. And all of these characters I used, so I pretty much know how they work, most of them. Doctor Strange, God tier. You're gonna see people use him in like highest rankings, and definitely, like I already did predict it from the beginning of the game, his value is just increasing and increasing and increasing. Like he can buff the ultimate gauge, he can buff the damage, he can debuff the opponent, he does okay damage, stunning, right, if I'm not mistaken. Just insane support in the game, and that definitely deserves to be in the God tier. Sleepwalker can go into the A tier. Okay damage, can help you out with survivability. Moon Knight, B tier. Previously I put him in the A tier, but now again B tier. I'm shifting opinions about this unit, but yeah, super valuable for support and giving you attack speed, but nothing more than that. Psylocke, she can go in the S tier, super valuable free-to-play unit, can do great damage, follow-up attacks, dodges. If you invest in her, she's gonna be super valuable for you, for sure. Echo can go as well in the S tier, she can do incredible damage, top tier unit for free-to-plays as well. She can go in like A tier. I am not so much impressed like before, but she can still do a pretty good damage. Storm. My Storm. I always put her in the God tier, but realistically now, S tier. Yeah, S tier can do great AoE damage, great with skills. She's doing like solid damage, debuffs, and the ultimate huge range with really good AoE damage, but she's not as good as Iron Man. She's not as good as Scarlet Witch, Thor, Doctor Strange. That is my opinion based on my testing. I use her so much, and I wish I would like to put her in the God tier, but realistically, those units are just better. They just work better. So S tier. She can go in A tier. Definitely before I put her in the S tier, but overall, I believe her value did decrease. Moon Girl. I see some people putting her now in BC tier. Well, I don't agree with that. I believe she's still a really valuable unit. Plus, she's free unit. She summons a dinosaur. Both of them are fighting. Can do good damage, especially after the debuffs. If you use more buffs on the unit with other supporters, yeah, I believe she can go in the A tier. Doppelganger as well in the A tier. Many people underestimate this unit, but I personally will put her in the A tier. He's increasing that attack speed and can do really good damage. I see people use Doppelganger in like high rankings. So again, free unit, definitely deserves to be in A tier. Hulk, A tier, close to the S tier, but I wouldn't put it higher than A tier, honestly. I use him a lot these days. Now, not so much because I have Captain America. But yeah, he can recover max HP, gain regeneration, do really good AoE attacks, which can knock back the opponents, reducing their damage. He has a good survivability, and overall he's a solid A tier tank in my books. Juggernaut, easy God tier. He is insane tank, does insane damage and insane survivability. So definitely God tier, the best tank in the game. The best tank in the game. Dreamqueen B tier, especially now after so-called nerf. I will call this nerf, even though some people disagree. Like, this unit is here for 1 month, and we had the soft launch and everything else. This unit was working the same way. But now when she's using the ultimate, we are not getting +3 mana anymore. And that's a huge difference. She's now like C, B tier, something like that. I'll put it in B for now. Okay, they should have adjusted the ultimate description and just put, yo, she's also adding +3 mana. Super valuable unit for free to play and everything else, but now her value is not so good as before. Not so good as before, so that's why B tier. Not so much impressed with him. Can summon units, etc. But yeah, in my opinion, C tier. Maybe I didn't use him enough. Also C tier, also C tier. This is the B tier. Then we have Lady Bullseye. She can go, honestly, high A tier or lower S tier. Something like that. Something like that. She's incredible damage dealer and a free unit at the end of the day. Here it is. Especially if you get the dupes on her. Crit rate, reduces the mana cost of the next katana slash, gains invincible for 3 seconds and increase the chance of follow-up. Like, really good for free-to-play players, extremely good damage dealer. S tier better, slightly better, but I believe she deserves to be here as well. I don't know. I would create now A+ tier for her. But okay, I won't complicate. Emma Frost, easy God tier, guys. I use her frequently all over the place, especially if you get 1 copy on her and you put it on the heal dupes. She can heal everyone AoE. That's huge. But not only that, she will provide insane special damage buff for your special damage dealers with her ultimate. And she's also debuffing. Definitely easy God tier. Sentry, really good tank with a really good damage amount. S tier. Angela, like A tier, B tier, A tier. Okay. And then we have Captain America. Easy God tier. must-have unit. Oh my god, I already talked about him multiple times. I showcased him high value. By the way, the order in the tiers, it doesn't matter, okay? So if I put Hulk here, it doesn't matter, he's worse than Lady Bullseye, for example, okay? And now we're pretty much by the end. We have now Fantastic Four characters. Fantastic Four characters are not available here in the database yet. But we can open the game. Okay, I have everything ready. So, Invisible Woman. I believe it's pretty obvious where she is. So, she's 100% God tier unit. Okay? God tier unit. Let me just... Information... okay. My bad. I wasn't ready. Okay, let me open her up like this. So... about Invisible Woman. She's doing so much. So first of all, debuff skill, only 2 mana cost. Deals damage of Invincible Woman's attack and special damage to enemies in the target area and implies blinded. Like with this, enemies won't be able to do the basic attack. It will always miss. And that's a big deal, guys, because sometimes with the basic damage, they do a lot of damage. Then we have Inside Out, which is a debuff. She deals the damage and applies Invisible Aftermath for 10 seconds. Increases ultimate move damage taken by 40%. Currently, of course, when I level it up, it will go up. Okay, I need to build her up yet and everything else. You know the drill, it takes time. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. Okay, and now look at this. With full transparency, energy cost only 300. That's a big deal. 300 is not a big energy cost for her ultimate. All allies in the target area become invisible for 5 seconds, and their attack increases by 63% in this current state for 15 seconds. Invisible cannot be targeted by enemies. This is huge. She's doing that AoE, energy cost 300. Literally, she can help you out that your team survives everything and as well gets massive buffs for attack and ultimate damage. Just a unit that's easily like in God tier. Easy decision, God tier. Okay, let's put it here, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have a lot of God tier units, and they truly are God tier. You're gonna see people using those units in everywhere constantly. It's huge. Okay, now we have Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic overall can go into the S tier. Based on, I saw the thoughts of community, I saw some testings for him. I've done my own review and everything else, and yeah. Oh, sorry, I need to go here. And yeah, Mr. Fantastic overall is S tier. Really crazy unit, especially if you use like Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. I believe you can get some insane buffs for that DPS character. Let me just go really quickly to gallery. Okay. Should I go here? Yeah. Okay, we can actually go in Dreamweaver and I can check him from here. Okay, so Mr. Fantastic, we already talked about him many times. If you wanna do good damage with him, you need to use the highlight, by the way. Without highlight, he won't be doing a lot of damage in my opinion. So with skill... attack 2 mana cost, he's doing the damages, right? With bouncing ball as well, and then with the buff, he's granting all allies 100 ultimate energy, and Fantastic Formula increases ultimate move damage by 115. Huge. This part, like if he had better skills, he would be God tier. But with this buff, easy S tier plus, but I cannot put him God tier. I just cannot because of these 2 skills. I just cannot. Like, don't get me wrong, they're gonna do, like, this will pull the target, stop him there, etc. Like, he's doing good things with skills, but I'm not so much impressed like the ultimate. So yeah, in my opinion, definitely he can go into S tier, but still amazing unit. Like, S tier units are amazing units, okay? Human Torch. S tier, okay? Let me explain why. I did use him a lot, I did test him a lot, and if you use him properly, his damage is impressive, okay? His damage is impressive, and then if you use him in proper team, his value will just go up. Plus, he's a free unit, Okay, plus he's a free unit. So let me explain. With the buff, he gains 50 ultimate energy and mad hit. Mad hit, the probability of ignition applying burning increased to 100%, and Human Torch deals more damage to burning enemies. So how are you gonna play with him? You're gonna buff first with the skill 2. I mean with this skill that costs 2 mana. Then as well you can debuff. Deals the damage of Human Torch attack and special damage to enemies in the target area and applies burning. Okay? And applies burning. So yeah, buff, debuff, and then you go for attack, which is AoE. Sets the target area on fire for 10 seconds, dealing a certain amount of damage of Human Torch attack and special damage within every second. So this is that damage over time that you're gonna, like, he will do significant damage. I really test him out, and for a free unit, he needs more investment, he needs the proper highlight. I even reach him to rank 3. Okay, I definitely will use this unit. And I believe it will be super fun. So yeah, he can do a really big damage, and as a free-to-play, I believe he deserves to be there. If you don't invest in him enough, he will die fast. That's his weakness. But when you invest in him enough, when he can stay in the battle, he can actually do a pretty significant damage. So in my opinion, he can go in the S tier. My bad, sorry. Okay. And then we have here the thing. Let me just open this part. Now, about the thing, he is a solid free tank. With the buff, he taunts. That will help you out so everyone is focused on him. With this, he will deal physical damage. Again, the thing attacks physical damage to adjusted enemy and knocks them back. If the target collides with other characters or obstacles, deals an additional 198% of the thing's attack as physical damage to the target enemy and collided enemies, and stuns them for 3 seconds. So he can taunt, he can stun, and then with the ultimate, rolls towards the farthest enemy, dealing 300% of the thing's defense as physical damage to all enemies along the path. Repeats 1 time. So he can be helpful for taunting and stunning, and as well doing some damage. Overall, I would place him here in the A tier, just like this. Okay. I believe he's solid tank. I believe Hulk is slightly better. Still need to test him out furthermore, but I believe he deserves to be in like solid A tier here. Most of the characters are got S and A. I'm thinking to put her here as well, but not sure yet. But yeah, most of the characters are like A tier, let's get real. Then B and C tier, they're not like completely useless. Like, for example, you can use them, but definitely like A, S, and God tier are better than B and C in my opinion, okay? C tier are still top tier units, and A tier are still really good units overall. I'm thinking to put him here, honestly, and her here. Nah, let's place it like this. Let's place it how I put it first. Yeah, I'm fine with this tier list. Okay guys, hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe. Please, your opinions in the comment section below. I would really like to hear them, but this is my new updated global tier list, so hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, your opinions in the comment section below, and yeah, see you next one. Love ya, bye.